Hello and welcome back to Free Dad Raid Shadow Legends free to play day 20 and day 1 of CvC. There has been some big movement in today for the account. So we did get our second champion to 6-star. We've been working on getting the champion leveled and masteried. So we did have our last mastery with War Master. We did get the champion 6-star ascended, which does lead us to our first piece that we're going to talk about today, and it's this banner. So on this banner, we have an accuracy main stat, which is great, but then we just have 3 pretty awful substats. So we have the ability to do a rework. So we have 1 rework for this. The nice part with this banner is it's a revenge banner, so it has a 5% chance to counterattack when hit, which is going to lead to higher probability of getting those brimstones to be placed. So I think after much consideration, we're going to try to rework this. I know accuracy is going to be really good for him, but these 3 stats really aren't going to help us a lot, especially with all the possibilities they can be, such as speed. Any of the percentages are going to be better. There can be I think there can be some maybe accuracy on this, but even if we get an accuracy one again on the main stat, and then we're able to get one of these speed, that is going to be so much better for us. So this is going to be our first thing. So we have HP, not bad. Speed, great. Defense. So we did get our speed. HP is going to be better for him, so he's going to have some good HP, and then he has a little bit of attack there, some defense too that rolled. It would have been nice if the speed would have rolled. We'll continue to roll this up, but overall, there was a lot of possibilities that this could have gone. We were trying to farm a little bit of spiders so that way we can get a crit damage necklace for him because he is just about to 100% crit damage. And so being able to put another piece on there with like 40 more crit damage is going to be really great for him. So he's going to be able to start hitting a lot harder. So that is going to be our first piece of business. Second piece is our shards we're going to do. But we're going to save those just for last. So what I wanted to do is be able to upgrade his skills. So we do have these 6 books, and our options were him and our Blade Master, with being able to put books in them. But with him not being mastered, with him not being ascended, we can hopefully get more books for him, which we probably should pull these 2 just in case we do get a legendary. So let's go ahead and take care of this. So here's our options. So she's cool for Rena because she can't have her skills reset, and then she has the ability to like put freeze on people with her passive, I think it is. And I think she's anti-freeze, but we just don't see a lot of that early game. The owl gets a ton of extra hits. Python is also going to be incredibly good with it. Um, really don't know which one, with us struggling to get Fire Knight, and I don't think there being a ton of champions for Fire Knight. I think we're going to try to go with the owl. I know some people looking at this are going to go Python so much better with the healing, with the cleanse on there, with the block buffs, but I don't even have the owl on my main account, so I think it would just be kind of fun to play around with this champion. And then when it comes to these 3, they're all really good. They all have a block buffs on all their skills. He can freeze champions, which is really nice, or burn champions, which could pair pretty good with our Rathos. We got a lot of buffs, some healing here, and then she does have a block damage ability, I think, on her passive. 25% to completely block incoming damage. And you also have an increased defense, so it's going to help us survive better, a decreased attack, so really good for clan boss. But I think we're going to go here because of this ability to put a freeze if the attack is higher than their defense, and then to put an HP burn if the defense is equal or higher than the attack. So it should be able to help us out quite a bit. And then we got the block buffs and the strengthen. And then we can put, what is this, 30% of decreasing the duration of one random buff. The target is under an HP or a HP burn, and then decreasing the target terminator from their freeze, so not too good. But then they also have this heal. So every time that the person gets like your enemy, if they got a turn and they had an HP burn, they're going to heal for 5% of all allies. And then they also fill the turn meter of all allies by 10% every time an enemy is under freeze gets a turn. So I think overall, he's just going to be better for us. So let's go ahead and confirm these. And then we are going to put this into our mercy counter. So right now we're at 52 ancients without it. So this will make us at 54 if we do end up getting one. So let's go ahead and do our first one. It is a rare, and we've already had crossbow. We got a nice little 150 points. And another rare. Okay. Channeler, we got a heal reduction, a single target on a stun, and then an increased speed on allies fills this champion's turn meter. So we got 2 food. We do have this, oops, we do have Clan v Clan going on right now. This clan doesn't really seem to be pushing or interested in it. I didn't pay attention before. They are only level 3, so they're not active. So right now, I'd really love to get to the 600, but if you look at our members here, like they're not very active members. Even when it comes to the clan shop, they only have these 4 unlocked. So we will be looking at another clan once this one does get done. So we can try to push for a couple of those rewards, because where I float right now is this accessories. So I need one that's at least level 5 so we can get these accessories. They're a great way to get it. That's actually where we got the Monkey King's accessory. So I'm going to be holding off on these clan quests, I think, unless maybe there's like some really good one that's fill turn meter of all allies in the arena. We do have a turn meter field champion now, so maybe let's just go ahead and take this. We'll knock that one out, and then we might have an opportunity to get that on the next clan that we do go to. This defeat 10 spiderlings one is interesting, or 500, because we are farming the spider right now. We don't have any books for that. We're not going to survive 19 because we're farming hard now. Get the 2 items from the bazaar. I do like to take this one because we are doing our direct star fragments every time. And then let's go ahead and take this one. So I knew there would be 2 in there, because we should be able to just kind of float in gold 1 and pick off these easy ones. So when we do our increased attack, it should fill everybody's turn meter, and just one champion's going to unlock both those that we need for them, and it'll be 4 every single time. So it should just be 5 fights that we'll need to do. That's 2, and then we'll just kind of casually come back to it. But we'll make sure we don't jump this clan before we go ahead and get those done. Speaking of Bazaar, let's go ahead and get that. I know we could have got the Ancient, but I'm really focused on this. This is basically a guaranteed legendary. This is going to be really good for us. If we can get 300 more, we'll go ahead and maybe get that one, but I don't know if we will or if we won't. We'll probably wait for it to reset here in the 5 days, because we get a larger chunk from that. And then let's go ahead and book our Monkey King. Okay, we do have enough silver, so that's good. I was a little worried about silver. And then let's go back to him. And then let's see if we can get this to level 8 at least. Okay, level 6. I was hoping I could get a nice little roll on speed. If we can enchant by 1, that's great. So got just a little bit more speed on that one. And then what we're going to do, I didn't even see what skills book, so let's see what skills actually did book. So we're going to be hitting harder on this one. Would have loved for this one to be hitting, and we're going to get better chance to get a stun for our PvP stuff and PvE. So then let's see what kind of a difference this is going to make now on hard. So our last one that we just did was 4.29. It's on full auto, and he was level 50. So now that he is 6-starred with a banner with War Master, let's see what this one can do. It should be, I'm really hoping for at least a 1,000,000 damage increase, and that would be on the low end. Hopefully we can get some good RNG that he's going to be able to hit for a lot harder. I should have done a little recording of him last time because we did put 6 books in him. So we upgraded the damage on those, what would it have been, 5 times, because one of those went to a better chance to put a stun. So we are making him hit harder. And then we're also giving War Master. So if you guys remember for War Master, let's see if we can get it to proc this one. It didn't proc there. Kel also has War Master, so let's look. Didn't get a proc there. Didn't get a proc there. So hopefully one of these will look so we can see like, hey, how much does a War Master tick actually do? Okay, so 59 it looked like. So 59,000, so roughly an extra 60,000 almost every time. We did get the Brimstone on there, and it's every time that the boss does an active turn, so not the A1, so it'd be another Brimstone. So that Brimstone being able to place on there was 500,000 total because each one was 250. So that's really going to add up. We're already at turn 9 and we're almost at 3.5 right now. So it looks like we are getting a really good amount of poisons on there. Um, we're getting some defense down that's being landed, which is really nice. We will be trying to get our Blade Master a little bit tankier and a little bit faster, so that way he can go ahead and replace our War Maiden, and we'll just set the AI to open up with his A1. But I really want to be able to have his third Ascension unlocked, because that unlocks his passive ability of being able to get more damage on the 5th hit, and he will be getting at least 5 hits if we can at least get the speed up a little bit higher on him, which I think is just going to come with Ascension with gear. And then he'll end up being probably my next 60 when it does come to like who should you 60 next conversation. It's really about those damage dealers gain extra stats from a 60. So you get the extra banner, so you can have some more attack, you can have some more defense if they're a defensive damage dealer, you can have the War Master, which really is great when it comes to just like your overall support champions. They can still do a lot of their abilities when it comes to it. So, like for example, War Maiden, she is really just there to put that decrease defense down. Should be fine at a 40. Should be fine at this. Look at this, 7.3. Monkey King before was doing around 1.8. Now he's doing 4.1. He's out damaging Kale, which is great to see. So now we just need to work on our Kale build a little bit better. But we're able to now consistently 2-key hard, which is just amazing. War Maiden's doing 100. So this will be one that we'll easily be able to trade out. And then I'd love to get our Gorgon up to a 5-star here. So that's going to be my next champion that I'm going to be focused on with leveling up to 5. I'll keep Blade Master at a 5 to begin with until we can get Gorgon up to a 5. And then I think we're going to switch out Damarsa's gear for Blade Master, and then still probably put her in some decent gear. He just provides a turn meter increase, increased attack, and healing with the revive. Just overall, I think it'd be a better champion for us than Jamarsa. I know she does some turn meter, but single target, little boost. She doesn't provide the increased attack, so I think we'll just be able to hit harder with Sun Wukong, hit harder with Kel, and then when we do replace War Maiden, we'll be able to hit harder with him. And I wonder with the 2 that I just did, we are just shy again. We needed 0.64 and we got 0.62. We were able to easily 1-key. Also, this was before we put the masteries in, but that should be everything. If we do go ahead and get another ancient, we'll have to look to see what our chances are. So they should be having a progressive chance. Oops. And it should be different for tomorrow. So we had these today with these ancients, or with these epics. And then we're going to have Kaja, Under Priest Brogni, which would be huge for this account, Hackorn, and then the same epics. So I'm not exactly sure if we'd want to save the epic or the ancient or not. We'll kind of see. So we'll see if there's going to be a summoning for tomorrow's or not. But that's going to be it for today's video. It's just going to be when silver or when energy does fill up, just making our farming. And then when silver does fill up, go ahead and upgrading some champion gear. But that'll be kind of the plan for next time, since right now we're just waiting for the spirit keep to open up, and we'll try to have some good energy saved for the spirit keep, and it's not going to open up until Thursday. So we're just going to try to stockpile some energy refills in this portion from our free dailies that we do get. But that's going to be it for today's video. If there's anything different that you'd like to see, if there's anything that you would not like to see, please leave a comment. If you like the video, feel free to like it, and then we will catch you in the next one.